Kendra, did you get a chance to talk to the other lady about my present? Huh?
Oh,
Have you got a chance to talk to the other lady about my present? About your present?
about her presence. Oh, what kind of
What
present?
you mean? Your client?
Well, I get back with y'all guys later.
Remind me who this is. Was it from last week?
I was up here talking while they were up here. I get back with y'all later.
Everett, right, Kendra? Yes, I got you. Vanessa, the only day from last week that I have you missing for is Saturday. Right. Yeah, that's it. Got that around. Hold on, speaking to Vanessa. What you say, Vanessa? I said, okay, thank you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got you, Daron.
They couldn't hear me.
Miss Kansas. Mm-hmm. This is Rebecca Burns. Okay. I called in this Sunday school Saturday. Okay. All right, so I have to let Miss Mary know. Okay. So you'll get credit.
Oh, sorry, but guys. Sorry about that, guys.
Anybody want to open up with?
Sorry about that, guys. Eric, we on Facebook. I'm sorry, not Facebook. Eric, can you hear me? Hold up. I'm going to take you off the Bluetooth. Hold up. How are you on Bluetooth on this phone? Okay, here we go. Hold up, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I don't know what I did with my ashtray. But, okay, nobody up here. Eric, ain't nobody up here.
Get on the floor.
Yeah, ain't nobody up here now, so what happened?
You guys can turn it up.
Yeah, hold on for a minute. Hello? Hello? There ain't nobody up here. You think I need to...
Yeah, we just lost her.
Oh.
So what we got to do, call back? No, you just got to hold on. Okay. Yeah, because it goes in and out like that every now and then. Oh, okay then. I call it falling asleep behind the wheel.
Eric, I guess we miss her again.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. But me and Eric going to go on with the class. Okay, today's lesson is about trigger. Trigger, anything can trigger you. Like if you have an attitude problem and somebody just even say something to you, you'll get triggered with that. I mean, you're quick to get real upset for no reason because you have an attitude problem. You have to work with your anger. Did I just drop my ash? Eric, did I just drop my ash?
Yeah.
Oh, Eric, do you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
I dropped it everywhere too. Yeah. See, if you hold your cigar ashes too wide and too long, eventually the cigar ashes is going to fall. So that's how it is with trigger. You're gonna get triggered and quick of doing something real fast. Like for a good example, if you're trying to stop drinking, are you gonna be around people that drink? No. Or are you gonna go where there are drinking, like a party, a bar, a backyard picnic, or something like that, or a backyard party, or a wedding reception? No, you're not. Because what's going to happen if you do? There's going to be some trigger that's going to be involved. Because if you try to quit drinking, you're going to drink. So you got to try not to get triggered. Like when my friend Eric, he gets triggered when I'm in the kitchen and there's a whole lot of people. He gets triggered to the point where he just hangs the phone up. Right, Eric?
Yeah.
and and Eric, and why do you hang the phone up? And when I'm in the kitchen with a bunch of people talking, yeah, why do you do that?
Oh, wow. Man, I'm gonna tell you what. You've been in the kitchen, you and Lonnie or Darren, and you know, I would see you like you were sitting down.
Yeah.
You can let it, and you go like this.
Yeah.
That is, I saw you in the same place like this. Well, I say, wow, man. I just Dwayne, stop letting me. You acting silly. It's so funny because I like it. Okay.
That's what I do, guys. I trigger people into laughing. You know, there's some good triggers and there's some bad trigger. And I'm glad he said that because what he was talking about, I was doing different face expressions, how people eat. And they were just all at the table yesterday, just laughing. I did a slow motion version of, you know how you pick up your fork and you go like this. You look at your food, and then you take the fork in your mouth and you go. Yeah, I was just doing a slow motion version, and then I did so many different poses. I did a ghetto pose. I did how dudes be at restaurant and they don't like people looking at them, and they be all like hardcore with it. See, when guys eat, they got to hold their hands like this at the table. You got to go all extra. Just eat your damn food, shit. I mean, everybody knows you're a man. You don't have to prove to the world that you're a man. See, I don't pimp. You ain't gonna catch me pimping. You ain't gonna catch me walking like a dude like that. I just walk the way I walk. Okay. I talk the way I talk, and I walk the way I walk. So I don't do a whole lot of that extra stuff. So is she back? Eric, is she back?
Oh, I'm here.
I guess we're gonna have to hang up and call back or do something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she want to be bothered or something. But yes, trigger is just really the enemy. Trigger is your enemy. Especially if it's a bad trigger. If it's a bad trigger, it's definitely your enemy. Because if you're trying to stop doing something, like anything, if you know you're a bully and you've been delivered from being a bully, are you gonna start hanging around your bully friends? No, you're not gonna want to be hanging around your bully friends. Or if you was able to get out of the gang and you got lucky to get out of the gang, are you gonna go try to go right back, getting back in the gang? Or if you try to quit smoking, or are you gonna be around people that's going to smoke, something like that? See, you can't be around me if I smoke cigars. See, I don't inhale these things. I just keep these damn things in my mouth.
My phone is not my phone, but my computer is acting a little funky this morning. I don't know what's going on, but I know I went out.
Okay. Her computer went out. Okay, her computer went out. I'm gonna turn this down because I don't want to have it on YouTube because I don't want to break the rules or anything like that. But yeah, but guys, always remember that be careful with your trigger. If you have a bad attitude, don't be around people with bad attitudes. If you're trying to quit drinking, like I said, don't be going to no club where there's alcohol. Don't be going to no backyard party where there are going to be drinks and stuff like that. So learn how to say no. That's the key thing to being triggered. Learn how to say no. Now, this ain't what you ever heard before because I'm about to tell you something new. There are such things as good trigger. If you ain't never laughed before and you always serious all the time, why not be around people who laugh? Be around people that laugh, because if you never laughed before or don't know how to laugh, being around people that do laugh, it will trigger you to laugh. So that's a good trigger. If you've never been or if you've never been to church before, you don't know what it feels like, you don't know what it looks like, you don't know what it's going to do to you. Why not force yourself to go? You never know. You might just love it. You might be ordained to be a preacher. You might be ordained to be a pastor or be whoever. Trigger yourself to do good instead of triggering yourself to do bad. Because there are some things as good trigger. Good trigger what benefits your life if you ain't never tried good things. You already know what it's like to be triggered doing bad. You can't get a sober person to do anything unless they're drunk. If they're drunk, you can get them to act like a fool. You can get them to play loud music. You can just get them to just go crazy when they drunk because they get triggered of doing it. But soon as they sober, you can't get them to do anything. Yeah, you can't get them to do nothing, Eric. Hold on, Eric, can you see me good? Okay, now you can see me good. I said you couldn't see me a while ago. Yeah, yeah. But you can't get them to do nothing. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Oh, good, they can't hear me. But I was triggered in something one time. I'm not gonna go into deep details about it, but put it this way: I got in trouble behind it. I got in a lot of trouble behind that, but I learned my lessons. I learned my lessons. Stayed in jail for 6 months. I stayed in jail for 6 months, crawling the walls. I was writing calendar on the wall, trying to figure out when I was going to ever get out of there. When you go to jail, people, you're going to write on the wall. I was writing on the wall. It's like my life was on a wall, and that's why I believe in Egypt. I believe in Egypt because them people wrote and drew on them walls because they didn't have nothing else. They didn't have no computer. They didn't have no paper. They didn't have what we have. So where else could they write it? Either on a stone or either on a wall. And that's what you're going to be doing when you go to jail. Your life is going to go back, like all the way back, all the way back, all the way back. You'd be surprised how them folks can make food out of oodles or noodles. They can make a burrito in there. They can make a burrito. They can make homemade cigarette, homemade weapons, homemade everything. Because there wasn't easy materials and easy things for them to make that we use each and every day. They had to do it from scratch. And something telling you, something telling you in your mind to create a weapon while you're in prison, so you can go out there and just stab someone because someone triggered you into doing it. Man, the way to protect yourself, you better stop making these weapons in here because you don't know when somebody's going to ever try you. That's no miracle, people. Miracles not here anymore. I don't care what nobody say. But the only way miracles are here, that you have to be chosen, man. If you ain't chosen, there's no miracle in your life. And if you're someone that look like me, someone who look like Eric, God's chosen people, you are automatically chosen, man. But you got to recognize that thing. You got to recognize that you are the chosen one. Miracles could come upon your life each and every day if you just only believe. And that's what our problem is. Our Black people, we don't want to believe. We just want to tear each other down. We want to persecute them. We want to just be so judgmental. Me and my neighbor, we went in the store yesterday. Yeah, we went in the store yesterday, and this short lady was just talking, and being just a fake. But when she got ready to look at me and my neighbor, she judged us. I get judged all the time. I'm so used to it now, it don't even bother me no more. People judge me all the time because people trying to figure me out. I love when people try to figure me out. I love it. Eric, I love when they try to figure me out.
Yeah, other people trying to figure it out.
I love
But
it.
so on someone who went to the store to buy the alcohol for the what kind like America? What's the mean? America was for me.
Hold on, say it again.
America for me. What that mean? America for me.
Oh, a miracle. It's like you remember. Hold on. Here you go. You remember when Moses?
Oh,
You remember when Moses was in the burning bush, and that bush was on fire, and God spoke to him and said, Moses, go to the church. He said, go to the land. I'm gonna talk just like he was talking. He said, Moses, go to the land of Egypt and tell the people they're going to be free. And Moses was like, what should I tell the people? Like, what should I tell them when I go to the land of Egypt? Your name. He said, when you go to the land of Egypt, tell them that I'm the God of Isaac, Jacob, and Abraham. I am that I am. Yeah, he told Moses that. And when Moses went to the land of Egypt, he went to his brother and delivered the message, what God told him to do. But his brother did not want to listen. So God caused leashes and chaos upon Egypt. And they tried to destroy the people. So Moses took the rod and he departed the Red Sea. He departed the Red Sea, and our people was able to get away from Egypt. But what happened to us? What happened to us? We got triggered. We got triggered, and the reason why how we got triggered is because we saw all this land. We saw all this land, but there was a particular place where God wanted us to stay together. He wanted our people to stay together, but we scattered abroad. We were big headed. We saw all this land. We got big headed, and we got caught with the Edomites.
okay.
The Edomites found us, and they put our people on slave ships. And when they put our people on slave ships, we became slaves ever since. And the reason why we are cursed because we broke the covenant. We broke God's commandment when Moses had to gather us together and we did not stay with Moses. We broke the 10 commandments because we found all this land and the Edomites caught us and now they put us on ships and now we slaves to the United States of America. This is why you live here. If you are any so-called Black African American and you live in the United States, it's because of your ancestors that did not obey the covenant and did not obey the commandments of God when God wanted Moses to let our people stay together. Why? So we can become a nation. We are not a nation. We the only race that's not a nation. That's why we have multiple personalities. That's why we have different race in our blood. We are mixed with everything. We are mixed. And that was a curse with a curse. Some people got white blood in them. Some people got Mexican blood in them. And you still an Israelite. You still an Israelite with all this mixture of blood in you. And that's how the Israelites became a curse. That's why we fight. That's why we anger at each other. That's why we mad at each other. That's why black people are so quick to judge one another. That's why black people do not trust one another. That's why they don't trust you with your money, trust you with your car, don't trust you with your house. They don't trust you with anything. They ready to kill you. They ready to fight you. They just ready to snitch on you. It's a curse. Because we have a lot of mixture of race in our blood. And that's what God did not want it. God did not want that to happen. So that's what happened. We got triggered. Our people got triggered. And now we're in a whole lot of mess for the rest of our lives. But you still the lost sheep. And you can be found by Elohim. But you got to be chosen. And you got to recognize what happened to you and where your ancestors came from and why they became slaves. You got to open your eyes to the truth of the Bible. And just got to open the keys, unlock the keys in the word. And you will become that sheep that was lost for you Israelites. Because we are the children of Israel. No other race are the children of Israel but us. And that's true.
Yeah.
Moses' story is one of the major stories in the Bible. One of the biggest major stories in the Bible. Because that's what God wanted. He tried to do the same thing with Noah. God put Noah in the ark. God told Noah that it was going to rain. And the people laughed at him and did not believe that it was going to rain. And it was a great flood. And God gave God gave Noah the ability to build that ark. And put all his people in that ark. But they still got scattered abroad. They still did their thing. They did not want to obey the commandments of God. They didn't want to do it. And that's why we are cursed. I always wonder why the black people are the only race that are so angry. They quick to talk about you. They quick to judge you. They don't even say hey to you. They just sit there and stare at you and just look at you. Because I see it all the time. If a black person don't know another black person, the first thing they're going to do is look at them real hard, very disrespectful. Black folk are very disrespectful. They're ignorant and disrespectful. They're going to sit there and stare at you. They're going to talk about you and mumble behind your breath, all because they don't know you. Let me tell y'all something. And you're going to get mad because y'all get me started now. Let me tell you, me and my neighbor went to this restaurant. First, we went to the grocery store before we went to this restaurant. And these little Edomite kids, I'm going to go ahead and say it, these two young white kids were so mature. They looked like little midgets, but they was kids. And they were the most respectful kind, sweet little white kids I ever seen in my life. We as black race, we do not train our kids like that. We train them to be ratchet. We train them to be ghetto. We always train them to be so religious and Christianity when that's a spirit right by itself. That's why our black folk act the way they do now, because they caught up with that Christianity and that religious stuff. And anyway, and not only that, when we went in the restaurant, I went back to I came out of the bathroom and I saw this little Caucasian kid talking to my neighbor, and I said, "You know him?" She said, "No, he was just trying to ask me something, if I needed any help or want to sit down or something." I was like, "That little boy did that." And she said, "Yeah, he was so respectful." And when I turned around, he was just sitting in his little chair like a grown little midget, just a grin. It's about they raise their children with respect. Now, one thing I can say about Edomite people, they can raise their children with respect, because I've seen it with my eyes. I don't believe in nothing till I see it. I believe what I see. You can't get no realer than that. And you can say that's racist all you want to. That's not racist. That's facts. I know how black kids act, and I know how Edomite kids act. It's a big, 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 big difference. And one thing I can say about Edomite parents, they love family. They believe in a wife, and they believe in a husband, and they believe in children. Now, when they get grown and all big, I think their mind changes then. But make a long story short, they believe in knowing how to raise a young child before it grows up, because they know it's a big, dangerous world out here. Black folk don't know how to do that. First thing they do is take them to church, and still ain't learning nothing. I was 5 years old when I went to church. I ain't learn a thing when I went to church, because they won't telling the truth. Won't telling the truth about nothing. Hey, Eric, you got something to say?
Okay. I'm asking something. So, you know about the little kid when you went to the store?
Yeah.
When you saw the white Edomite.
Yeah.
Do you know when the last day you were in class?
He was very respectful.
Yeah, respectful. Yeah. Well, what's going on?
They was good kids. They were very mature. They were very mature young kids. They was real good young kids. You'll get a black kid gonna stare at you like something wrong with you, like they don't know what the word black. You know what? I already know the answer. Thank you, Elohim. Let me tell you something. We as black folk, we act like we don't know what this world is about. We act like that's proof right there that you're a slave. You don't know the difference of people. You don't know that people are born different. You don't know the reality of life. You don't know the respectful of life. You don't know anything but being hollered at, being talked about, being judged all the time. Somebody probably slapping you in your face growing up. Because that's how I were. I was slapped all the time growing up. I got whoopings for no reason. Whooping turning the TV, whooping going out the door, whooping. Black folk just had an anger problem. Got uncles trying to train the son how to fight, train them how to beat up people. So when they go to school, they won't be a bully. You're doing it the wrong way because you already got an anger problem, and then you feeding that spirit to your son.
For that Monday, that Wednesday, that Friday, and that Saturday. I have you missing that Tuesday and Thursday.
Most black fathers are very violent to their male sons because they're trying to teach them tough life. Son, this is how you do it right here. Yeah, this is how you do it right here, son. Yeah.
Just like a Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Just like the
Yeah.
Just like old like Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
Just like them.
And them two guys had rough childhood life. They child Mike Tyson, who is Muhammad Ali, yeah. Them two guys like was so rough growing up. It took the Edomite to train both of them how to be a boxer because they ain't had no other way. They took a long time to train Mike Tyson. They took a long time to better that man life because that man bit somebody's ear off. That's how bad he was. He literally bit who ear he bit off?
Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who ear did Mike Tyson bit off? I forgot.
The Holy.
Who?
Oh, Mike Tyson fighting the Holyfield.
Yeah, Holyfield. Yeah, Mike Tyson bit Holyfield ear off. Yeah, I know it was somebody like that. And now I study him to this day. They got him smoking weed on YouTube. Now you never know Mike Tyson smoked no weed back in the day. You ain't never seen Snoop Dogg smoke weed back in the day. Now they letting these people come out more. Like everything is being revealed. Everything's like being super revealed now. Like is that way of Mike Tyson calming himself down or something? Is that the way he coped with life by smoking weed? So it showed you that this is how much we are destroying. Like that new movie called The Underdog. That is the most demonic. I'm gonna say it again. That new movie with Snoop Dogg in it called The Underdog, that is a very demonic movie for young kids of today. Them kids were up there drinking. They was cursing. But they're supposed to be on a football team. There was nothing positive about that movie. And I am so glad they didn't put that movie out at the movie theater. That movie was terrible. Out of all the kids' sport movies I had seen, all the kids' sport movies I seen before, The Underdog with Snoop Dogg was the worstest example for young kids. That movie was terrible. And it needed to be talked about because that was just out of control. It wasn't right. Now you're gonna be having kids in these movies smoking weed. You're gonna start having children in these movies doing drugs. You watch what I tell you. You watch what I tell you. They're giving you a good example what's happening in the future. These kids gonna start having sex in these movies because they already did it in the new Chucky. The Chucky series got two young boys in a gay relationship with each other. Now, wonder where them kids know about homosexuality. Young kids. It's crazy. You let a child decide on their own Let them be a child. What happened with kids playing with G.I. Joes and Transformers and all this kind of stuff? Let them be kids. Do not let them do what grown people do, like they did in that movie with Snoop Dogg, the Dog. That movie was way too adult. It was way adult for those type of kids in that movie. And then they ain't even win the team, trying to make it look like they was a winner. You ain't no winner if you don't win. Because 99.5 won't do. You got to try to reach 100. They didn't win. There was nothing positive about that movie whatsoever. Nothing positive about that movie. And I would never watch it again. I just wanted to see it because I knew it had Snoop Dogg in it. I said, uh-oh, this man gonna come up with some stupid, ignorant, dumb stuff. And who in the world did that movie called that guy that's supposed to be playing the Son of God? What's that name of that new movie? And where that guy trying to play the Son of God and it's supposed to be like a comedy movie? That's another disrespectful movie. You making fun of the Son of God. See, that's what's wrong with Hollywood. Hollywood knows the truth behind the Bible. And what they doing to that new movie is trying to confuse all of y'all, trying to make y'all think that this stuff ain't real. I would never watch that movie either. And then got a black man playing the Son of God. So they can really, really throw everybody off. Oh, somebody finally played the Son of God, and it was a black man. But this is a comedy. He's making fun of the Son of Man. He's making fun of Christ. Ain't nothing funny about making fun of. Ain't nothing funny about making fun of the Son of God. Ain't nothing funny about it. Y'all trying to make this stuff, make it look like it's not true. Well, it ain't true anyway. The Son of God ain't never existed. Them people, them Bible days ain't never existed. So let's go ahead and make a comedian out of it, a comedy movie out of it. I forgot the name of it. I don't like it.
Oh, you don't like it?
No, I don't. Hold on, let me find out the name of it. And they always use our people to disrespect our own selves in these movies. Like how Snoop Dogg was a bad example to those young kids, and how that black guy played a black Christ. Use our people to do this stuff. I'm gonna say movies. I'm gonna say movies and what was it? 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of them. Underdog.
Yeah, Underdog. The Underdog got Tyree. Oh yeah. Underdog got Tyree in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but
the Underdog.
yeah, but what was that new movie with that black guy acting like the Son of God?
I'm looking for.
It must have came out in It must have came out last year. I thought it came out in 24.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me try 23.
Son of God.
Dad, I ain't know the new Joyride came out.
That's underdog movie, Son of God. And Son of God.
I'm gonna call Juanita because she know. I forgot the name of it. They probably took that movie down. Hold up, I'm gonna call her. I think they took that movie down because it's not listed. They should have took the Underdog down too.
The underdog.
And soon when the movie first came on, Snoop Dogg was laying in the bed smoking weed. Are you serious? I would never have my son watch that movie. Never. I would never get him to watch that movie. Hey, Juanita. How you doing?
On the way to the doctor appointment.
Okay. Look, what's the name of that movie with that black guy, the one you want to see that's supposed to be playing Christ, and it's a comedy?
Oh, the book of
I knew it was something like that.
The Book of Clarence.
You know what? I don't agree with that movie because you know why? It's like, now we know in reality the Son of God is black, and it's like the Hollywood took in that and trying to make a joke out of it, and they actually used a real black guy to play Christ. I didn't like that.
I didn't watch it, Japan. I was upset with it too. I said he out here. Everybody kept saying, "Don't judge it till you see it." He play like he is Christ. He go around, hoodwinking people and stealing and being deceptive. But in the middle of the movie, he come across the real Christ and change his life.
Oh, okay.
You got to give it a chance. And I don't know, Jermaine. I watched the first 5 minutes, Jermaine. I started looking at it because Tiana Taylor and him were on these chariots riding through town, and it just turned me off. I never gave it a chance.
So when he saw the real Christ, was he supposed to be black too?
I didn't know because everybody knew black, man. So I think so. But I wouldn't watch. I didn't see it. I was through. I stopped watching it. I got turned off. I'm
gonna check it out too, then. Yeah.
Let me know. So I thought about doing the thing. I just didn't. I didn't like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely give it a chance. Yes.
It's called The Book of Clarence.
I got it.
Okay, watch it, man. Please let me know how it is.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, Eric, it's called The Book of Clarence. Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah, it's called The Book of Clarence. Yes. Yes, we're gonna check it out. I'll check it out myself and see if it's legit. But why they can't never come out with a real movie of the of Christ with all our people in it? Like, why is it hard for Hollywood to do that? Why is it hard for Hollywood to actually make a movie like that? Hold up, I'm about to call Lonnie because he just called me a while ago. I think the soup kitchen over with now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get me some lunch from somewhere else.
Hello?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yeah, I saw you call me. Yeah.
Child, why you sitting up in there?
I don't know. I was waiting for Sharon to come out because she's supposed to have went too.
Shit, I'm almost there at the soup kitchen. Oh, what the fuck y'all waiting on? Y'all supposed to pick up before I did.
Oh, you already there?
Well, yeah, almost.
Oh, well, let me get there then. Hold up. Yeah, I'm on my way.
Well, I ain't thinking about her ass. You just bring your ass on.
Yeah, all right. All right. I got to go. All praises to Elohim. And like I said, do not get triggered and do not allow your kids. I mean, you as a parent, do not get triggered of watching letting your kids watch these negative new movies that they got out today, because they are trying to bring these kids into a grown world. It's going to get worse out here, y'all. I'm telling you. They're trying to molest these children. They try to brainwash these kids. They're trying to make these kids being grown folk stuff. It's getting worse. There's no leaders no more. There's no leaders. They gone. Grandma gone. Granddaddy gone. Uncle, the real uncle that used to sit in that church, that used to be the deacon, the wise one that you used to love to listen to because he'll tell you his whole history about his life, they're gone. But anyway, make a long story short, protect your children. Parents. And I said,